The isolated storm system, identified by meteorologists as Dana, which has been effective in eastern and northeastern Spain, has caused heavy downpours, flooding, and storm events that put extreme strain on infrastructure in a short period of time, in a wide geography, especially in Catalonia and La Rioja. Vilafranca del Penedès, in the Alt Penedès region west of Barcelona, was one of the centers where the storm had its most intense impact. Across the city, more than 150 liters of rain fell per square meter, far more than the area could handle in a short period of time, turning the city into a water trap. Main streets, alleys, and underpasses were flooded. Floodwaters brought pedestrian and vehicular traffic to a complete standstill in many areas and caused infrastructure systems to overflow uncontrollably. The storm was so intense and sudden that many citizens did not even have time to call for help in the face of flooding. Around the same time, requests for help to the 112 emergency line in the region skyrocketed. In Vilafranca del Penedès alone, 72 emergency calls were reported. Catalan civil defense officials stated that this number indicates the status of the most affected city in the region. It was a similar picture in Igualada, just east of the storm. The 16 emergency calls from this city showed that the storm was not limited to one area, but also threatened the surrounding settlements. Vilanova i la Geltrú, another city directly affected by Dana, recorded 53 calls in just 1 hour. These calls were mainly about stranded vehicles, flooded streets, blocked intersections, and houses threatened by flooding. Regional emergency response teams were busy not only in this city, but also in the Alt Penedès and Anoia regions in general. The rains started earlier in the day and intensified by 1400 hours, quickly putting the region on alert. In warnings issued by the State Meteorological Agency, AMET, a red alert level was declared, stating that more than 40 liters of rainfall per square meter is expected to fall in less than 30 minutes. Following this alert, civil defense sternly warned citizens to avoid unnecessary travel. At the same time, all outdoor activities and public parks in the area were closed for safety reasons. This decision had a direct impact on Barcelona's cultural life in the following hours. Catalonia's transportation infrastructure was also overwhelmed by the storm. Rodalies de Catalunya, the heart of rail transportation, announced the temporary suspension of all services during the storm. In particular, the high-speed train AVE line between Barcelona and Madrid was closed due to unfavorable weather conditions. However, as the storm subsided in the evening, the alert level was reduced from red to orange, and it was announced that train services will be gradually resumed as of 1900 hours. The Mediterranean corridor was also reintegrated into the transportation system with this improvement. It was not only Catalonia that was hit by the storm. The autonomous region of La Rioja suffered heavy damage, especially in and around the town of Logroño. Strong winds caused many trees to fall and roads to be blocked. Security services were on high alert until 3 a.m. In the Logroño metropolitan area, 102 incidents were reported overnight alone. The vast majority of these incidents involved downed trees, blocked roads, and flooded streets. Towns such as Ribafrecha, La Unión de los Tres Ejércitos, and Leza de Rio Leza experienced power outages. Authorities said that although no serious injuries or casualties were reported, the damage to infrastructure was extensive, and the repair process would take time. Since the beginning of the storm, the number of calls to the 112 hotline in Catalonia alone has exceeded 1,250. The Generalitat fire brigades responded to 732 incidents by 16:30 on Saturday alone. This intensity showed that local resources alone may not be enough, and that larger-scale support mechanisms are needed. According to data from meteorological agencies, such DINA systems are known for dropping heavy rainfall in a short period of time and have become increasingly frequent and destructive in southern Europe. Although the meteorological agencies predict a temporary calm in the region as the DINA system loses its effect, instability in the atmosphere will continue in the coming days, and short-lived but intense local storms are expected, especially in the afternoons. It is stated that thunderstorms may occur in some regions with sudden temperature changes, and this may cause new, albeit limited, disruptions to transportation and daily life. Although the authorities do not foresee a scenario that will directly rise to the alert level for Monday and Tuesday, they state that radar monitoring is ongoing, especially in inland areas, especially in areas such as Anoia and Alt Camp. This latest passage of DINA, together with the effects it has had in different parts of Spain, has clearly demonstrated that such systems are not limited to meteorology, but are a direct test of the social order and a measure of the resilience of regional governments in times of crisis. It is no longer a question of how often they happen, but how prepared they are each time. And this event is not only a natural phenomenon, but also a clear warning about the reflexes of governance. While it is gratifying that no lives have been lost in the aftermath of such sudden and impactful weather events, the disruptions and the resulting anxiety cannot be taken lightly. We hope that all the cities affected by the storms and floods will recover quickly, and that daily life will resume safely. We wish all the people of Catalonia and La Rioja a speedy recovery. We are here to bring you every development in the most accurate way. If you want to follow these and similar natural events in Spain and around the world closely, get information, and do not miss any details, please subscribe to our channel and do not forget to turn on notifications. Your support is very important for us.